Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today we are playing Open TTD, which stands for Open Source Transport Tycoon Deluxe. That's right, this is the open source version of a game that was released in 1994. Yes, just put that into perspective. This game was released in 1994, and here we are playing it in 2019. What a fantastic situation we find ourselves in. Just how old is this game? This game is 25 years old, and it still receives regular updates because for some reason it has a fanatical community surrounding it. And you know, this community, it's still up and running today. Let's load up the main menu and click on the multiplayer section. Let's see if we can find any servers. My goodness, look at all of the servers. Admittedly, there's not too many people actually playing on them at the moment. There's only 9 people online. Come on, TTD community, what's happening here? I'm used to there just being so many more people playing. This is terrible. Where have all of the gamers gone? Come on, guys. You should be doing me proud. This game's free. Why shouldn't there be thousands of people playing this game? It is one of the greatest games ever created. Anyway, in the meantime, this game is fantastic. And you might also notice, hang on, Spiff, I can't hear anything. Where are the game noises? Well, I've muted them at the moment because if you want to hear the Open TTD game music, yeah, brace for some uniquely loud noises. Here we go. Oh my jam, what an absolutely fantastic collection of music. I mean, it was composed by the legendary, who made it? John Broomhall. The John Broomhall, what a man. He actually looks quite adorable, I must say. He also composed the music for XCOM and even did Forza Motorsport. This guy is a veteran of video game soundtracks. What a man. It probably all started with Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I mean, Transport Tycoon Deluxe is probably the stepping stone and starting point for so many people who got hooked on the Tycoon genre. I mean, the people who made Prison Architect, for them, they're probably quite inspired by things like Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I mean, this thing, it was revolutionary. This thing paved the way for Roller Coaster Tycoon. It paved the way for, I don't know, Hotel Mogul or all of those fantastic games. Heck, even Farmville, if any of you remember Farmville. Farmville, I'd like to claim, was inspired by the powerhouse that is Open TTD. Oh, what a game. Now, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? They said it's not possible to exploit a game from 1994. They said there's no way exploits will still exist, especially considering the fact that this game receives updates around about every 3 months. I mean, we're on version 1.9.2. God, I love the developers of this game. Hats off to each and every one of them. Now, instantly, if you're new here or you haven't seen OpenTTD before, the chances are you look at this game and you think, what on earth is that there? Well, that there, ladies and gentlemen, is a boat. And whilst this game might not be graphically pleasing, this is one of the most rewarding gameplay experiences you will ever have. This game cannot be recreated. It is glorious, it is perfect, and it is full of so much charm and charisma. It is a glorious game. I would genuinely say this has been my game of the year since 1994 to 2019. This game every single year wins hands down, in my opinion. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to dive on in and have an absolutely fantastic time today in Open TTD as I demonstrate to you how you can win practically every single multiplayer game or every single player game and have an absolutely fun time whilst doing so. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us dive into this fantastic game of Open TTD. But of course, before we do so, we need to make sure you're nice and comfortable. Make sure you're sat back, you're relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea in front of you, and hey, make sure you've saluted your picture of the Queen and blown a kiss to the flag. As fear not, the British Empire 2 Electric Boogaloo is en route to a local city near you. And hey, if you're extra majestic and you're feeling fantastically special today, and that you know you just want to give back to someone randomly on the internet, then hey, you can give this video a like. Oh my goodness, how fantastic of you to do such a thing. And you know what? I think we're ready. Let's jump into this fantastic video. So what you want to do is start up a brand new multiplayer game. Now, I don't really want to ruin anyone else's multiplayer experiences today in OpenTTD, so I am going to start my own server. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to host my own. It's going to be fantastic. What's this game name going to be? Oh, well, I mean, it's Transport Tycoon Deluxe. This is literally Capitalist Simulator 9000. It's fantastic. I love this game. Language spoken. Yeah, we'll send it to you, Cradian. That'll be fine. We won't have any issues with that. What are we going to do? We're just going to start a brand new game. I'm going to say 512 by 512. Lovely. Let us generate this brand new map. You see, each and every single game takes place on a brand new map in a brand new world. And this world, my goodness, it's beautiful. Look at it. I'll enable the trees so that you can see it. Look how gorgeous it is. You have these fantastic, lovely little trees. And I mean, just look at this. This is a city, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see it's Dardworth. That won't do. We need to rename it. Dardworth is not my kind of jam. Instead, we're just going to have Dadworth. It's Dadworth, ladies and gentlemen. 1,377 people here live in Dadworth. You know what they want to do? They want to leave Dadworth, because who wants to live in Dadworth? They'd much rather go over to Renfingley Market. Who wouldn't want to go to Renfingley Market? So what you can do as the player is set up a little transport route, moving passengers from Dadworth to Renfingley Market. Or you could move coal from Renfingley Market coal mine to Renfingley Market power station. It's a fantastic experience, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly glorious. Oh my goodness. This game is fantastic. It comes up with like random names that apparently are from a British name list. So this is kind of a simulation of what a generic UK city or town or village might be called. For some reason, we end up with places like Farthingbourne and Guffingwell. But you know what? Here today, ladies and gentlemen, what are we here to do? Well, we're here to make a lot of money. This game is all about making money and having a lot of fun whilst doing so. So how are we going to make money today? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be making unlimited money in OpenTTD by exploiting the game and its fantastic share price manipulation system. Oh, it's just like when we did Prison Architect, except so much better, because here I am in my home turf playing the greatest game in the entire universe. I mean, this game, genuinely, it is about as capitalist simulator as you can get. Actually, to be fair, all of this talk of capitalism has reminded me of one of my favorite jokes. Why is it the communists only drink iced tea? Well, it's because they absolutely hate property. There you go, you get it, because, you know, they don't like ownership of things. Wabam! Thank you very much. I'll be taking my Grammy right about now. I've been the Spiffing Brit, ladies and gentlemen, comedy genius of the year 2019. Make sure to install all of the laugh tracks, and then we'll also have the Big Bang Theory rolling credits. Insert like a Sheldon to the left going bazonga. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Comedy genius. But here we go. Let us actually get into the game. So what you need to do is you want to get your company set up and running. We want to be making some money, ladies and gentlemen, because this game is all about making money. But before you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you want to get a second copy of OpenTTD running, and you want to move it in. There you go, because you can run as many copies of this game as you like. It's just a .exe file, and we're going to be opening up our multiplayer. Oh, let's go for player name. Dummy account. Fantastic. Dummy account, our brand new player, and we're going to be searching for a server. Now, where is our server? There we go. Fantastic. Apparently, it was struggling to show up on my game list, but here it is, my server, Capitalist Simulator 9000. I think it was probably because it has the Ukrainian flag next to it that it was kind of throwing me off. But here we go. Let's jump into Capitalist Simulator 9000. What we're going to do is we're going to start a new company. So whilst we have our first existing company, we've also joined as dummy account, and we've started a second company. For some reason, it wants to be called Dummy Account Transport. You know what? Yes, that's what we're going to actually call it. That's fantastic. And who do we want in charge of Dummy Account Transport? Well, let's go for a new face. Oh my goodness, these are some fantastic faces. Oh, lovely. You look like the manager of Dummy Account Transport. Well, of course, you're going to be Rebecca Realbody, the real body, actual human being who 100% owns Dummy Account Transport, and it is 100% not just a shadow backup under company to simply be filled with cash to manipulate the share market. Trust me, Dummy Account Transport is a 100% legitimate working business and enterprise. Right, let's just close that down and never look at Dummy Account Transport ever again. So what we can do is just simply slide our Dummy Account Transport away and get back to our lovely real company. That's right, unnamed company 1. Okay, apparently our manager is F. Quigley, which is a fantastic name, but I'm afraid you've got to go. Instead, we need to give our company a true name, a real name, something that strikes power into people, like, I don't know, Spiffco. Yes, that's right, it's Spiffco, ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic tea-based transport company. Hey, did you know, ladies and gentlemen, there's a line of Spiffco merchandise now available? Ooh, yes, subtle sideway plug, very good. Right, you know what, let's get a new face for our manager. Let's change these jackets around. Oh, those are fantastic lips. Hair? Oh, yes, that's powerful. It's a very powerful hair. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Fantastic. This is it. This is the face. This is the face of our manager. Her name is, of course, Karen Custody. This is the legend Karen of the internet. She is so good at winning custody battles over literally everything. She's gone from winning children to actually winning the entirety of Spiffco. For some reason, during the year of 1969, Spiffco was won in a court case by Karen Custody. I don't know how. And well, bam, she's now head of a £99,000 worth transportation company. But she's an intelligent lady. She knows how to make money, and so that is exactly what she's here to do today, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the fantastic OpenTTD. We need to start setting down routes for our fantastic company, Spiffco. Now, Spiffco, generally the best location for a nice little starting region is in between two cities, and we have a fantastic setup here with the lovely Cardfield and Sanningville. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down our company HQ offices down here, and as you can see, our company HQ, it doesn't start off as much. I'm going to hide the trees. It is literally a shed with a door and a tiny gravel path to a road, but don't worry, it's going to become very impressive as more time passes. So, how are we going to begin? Well, you know, it's always lovely beginning with some bus routes. That's how most players start, but instead, no. I'm an efficient OpenTTD player. I want to create some kind of horrific first route which makes a large quantity of money. Okay, so what you need is two targets, basically. One first entry station and another secondary station. What we're going to do is we're going to place down one train station, slap bang here, right in between Cardfield and Sanningville, and then we're going to place our second station right over here in Senningpool Falls. Very nice. Two very large locations, because Senningpool Falls, of course, has 2,800 people living there, and of course they all want to be moved, or if they don't want to be moved, they don't have a say in the matter, because we're going to forcefully move them anyway. So what we're going to do is get our lovely train lines set up like so. Beautiful, lovely stuff, and there we go. Now we have effectively one line which we can connect between our fantastic stations. Now it is going to cost a lot of money, but building train tracks, it's a very important thing to do. And also in classic Transport Tycoon style, instead of actually building a bridge over this small stream here, we're instead just going to explode it and fill the land in with dirt. And by doing so, it means our trains won't have to slow down as they go over a bridge. Fantastic, glorious train construction right there. Yes, it does cost an exceedingly large amount of money and is completely not really efficient or viable, but it doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. I'm the one building it. My say. Oh no, and look at this. There's a house in the way. Renfingley Market. Some peasants built a house in the way.
Die, peasants. Yes, purge the peasants in fire. We need this land for train tracks.
If only you could do this in modern day, like actually just bulldoze houses willy-nilly just in the name of building more efficient and better train tracks. Anyway, we need to get our second loop going back around. There we go. Fantastic. We've done the most basic OpenTTD setup imaginable. We have done a fantastic, lovely little loopy boy. Now all you need to do is make sure you get your signals up and running, because if you haven't signaled your train lines correctly, you're going to have trains colliding with other trains, and if that's the case, then you've got a bit of an issue on your hand. And there we go. Fantastic. Our first loop has been completed. Now all we need are a few trains to start actually running on this line. So what we're going to do, slap down a lovely little train depot and get our first trains sorted. So basically we want a quite powerful train which is able to do this long journey and do it quite quickly, because of course the faster you move a good, the higher they're going to pay you. If you can move a passenger from one side of the map to the next at a very fast speed, they're going to absolutely love that and pay extra. So for that reason we want the Floss 47, and I'm not talking about the dance move, okay? This game invented the floss. It invented it with the Floss 47. So what you want to do, buy one of those bad boys and then just fill it with a ton of passenger carts. There you go, that's all you want. Now what you want to do, we have our fantastic brand new train, train 1. You want to send it into Cartfield Woods and tell it to just full load on everything. We just want it to go in there, pick up all of the passengers that aren't even waiting there yet, and then head on down to Senningpool and do the same over there. Fantastic. But there we go, it's a huge celebration for us. Citizens celebrate, first train arrives at Cartfield Woods. Fantastic. But what are we going to name this train? Because I mean, come on, you can't just have train 1. So let's play my favorite minigame, ladies and gentlemen, of Name That Train. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our first train of the day, it's Terry the Train. Now you might notice, ladies and gentlemen, we're spending time waiting here for passengers to fill up. As you can see, the train is 33% full on passengers, but we need more. You can see that they arrive and they slowly load up onto the train, but the passengers, they're just not arriving fast enough, even though we're sandwiched between two towns. So how are we going to increase passenger arrival speeds? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's when you start invoking the powers of mandatory forced buses. You see, the fastest way to actually load up a train station with people is not to simply have it be in a nice location. No. It's to use a feeder route. That's right, that's the pro gamer name for it. But a feeder route is effectively a system of buses whose entire jobs are to simply load people up and then transfer them into a station. So what they do is they go to a bus stop and they will pick up all of the fantastic people there. They won't tell the people there where they're going and they'll just drop them off at the train station. But of course, there's no way to exit the train station other than the train, because all the buses that go there, they only unload. They won't ever pick up any passengers. And for that sole reason, you end up with thousands and thousands of stranded passengers who are just sat at a train station wondering when they can leave. And the answer is, they can never leave. So here we go. Our train has naturally managed to fill itself up and it's going to be on its merry way as it goes around the world, dropping off all of its brand new passengers. How many passengers are we carrying on this bad boy? Well, we're carrying a few hundred at least, which is very good. So enjoy, train. You're off on a fantastical adventure down to Senningpool Falls North. Goodness, that is too much of a name for a station. Right, we're renaming the station. Let's call it somewhere that at face value sounds very fancy, but in actuality isn't. Oh, actually, no, even better. What we can do is we can clickbait the passengers. That's fantastic. This station is going to be called You Won't Believe What She Did Next. Oh no, you won't believe what she did, question mark, question mark. Fantastic. There we go. This is the perfect station. People will go to this station and be like, whoa, I want to know what she did. Apparently I won't believe it, so please do tell me. But you know what? Our actual train station here is filling up with so many passengers. Look, 500 people are waiting here at Cartfield Wood. So you know what that means? That means we're going to need to clone our train. Terry the Train is getting a clone. Now we have Terry the Train 2. Okay, Terry the Train 2. Go, fill up at Cartfield Woods. Cartfield Woods, I'd also like it if you could be a little more clickbaity, please. So, Cartfield Woods, what are we going to name you? Well, of course, it has to be Fortnite Twitch Compilation 74. It's a fantastic train station. And if you're a young person and you see this train station, you beg your parents for the money to hop on one of these fantastic wild buses, and then you get taken down to Fortnite Twitch Compilation 74. You know what? Maybe we need to rename these buses as well. Right, Road Vehicle 1. No. You're going to be called Free Candy Wagon. There we go. Don't ask any questions. You just board the Free Candy Wagon and you enjoy your time there. And Road Vehicle 2. What else are we going to call you that really gets the kids on a bus? Oh, you know what? We can call it Fortnite Bus. The Fortnite Bus. With slash Ninja. I think that's his name. No, that's not okay. Ninja. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, it's the Fortnite Bus with Ninja, ladies and gentlemen. Who wouldn't want to get on this fantastic, lovely little vehicle? I mean, look at it. It's brilliant. Terry the Train 2. Have you picked up all the passengers there? Yes, Terry the Train 2's already picked up everyone there and well, I think we need more trains then. That's the only logical explanation. Right, we need a Terry the Train 3. That's what we need, ladies and gentlemen. Bam, give me another Terry the Train. Terry the Train 3. The next iteration of Terry the Train. And you know what? You won't believe what she did, train station. We're going to be dropping down some extra bus terminals because we're going to need to start, that's right, siphoning off the young local population of Senningpool Falls and convincing them to ride Wacky Wonderland buses all the way to train stations where they just don't know where they're going to end up. It's a fantastic system, ladies and gentlemen, trust me. So what you want to do, new road vehicle, bam, we're going to get the Regal bus, that's right, and we're going to tell them to go to Senningpool Falls Central and then simply go back to the train station and just transfer and leave empty. Go, my friend, go. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we've got this system underway as well. You'll notice we're going to start making a lot of money very quickly. But what you might also notice is there's a lot of passengers waiting around here in Cartfield because they've heard that Fortnite Bus with Ninja is driving around in the area, which means we need to buy more Fortnite buses with Ninja. So there we go. Go Fortnite Bus. We're now on Fortnite Bus number 3, okay? Young people, it doesn't matter. Technically, there is only one Fortnite Bus. If we claim all 3 of them are Fortnite Bus, they won't mind. You know, I think we do actually need more trains down. More trains. Borrow, borrow, borrow. It's okay to take out loans, okay? You're taking out loans to make trains, which is fine. Now we're probably going to need a few more extra buses down here. Yes, I mean, Senningpool Falls and Senningpool Falls Central are starting to fill up with passengers. Okay, we need some more money. Okay, luckily a brand new train has arrived. I think this is Terry the Train 3 here, who's just dropped into the station. Terry the Train, drop your load. Give us some money. Terry the Train, how How much money do you get for a full load of passengers arriving at this station? What do you give us? You give us £25,000. Fantastic, £25,000. You know, honestly, Senningpool Falls, it doesn't really have a good ring to it. Instead, let's name it a true British town. Right, I've instead decided to rename this town to what might look like gibberish, but actually, ladies and gentlemen, it's just Welsh. A very easy mistake to make, but this is actually half of the longest town name in the UK. And there's actually another like 30 characters after this. It's just the game can't actually fit in any more than this, but this is our brand new city. It's a fantastic, lovely little Welsh town, I do believe. Oh, goodness. And you know what? We should probably rename Sanningville. So, I mean, it is now the headquarters of Spiffco, which is now valued at 111,000. Look at that. We're starting to really make the money. If we take a look at the operating profit graphs, look at us shoot up there. That's a lot of money we're making. How's our rival company doing? And by rival company, I mean the dummy account transport. Well, Rebecca Realbody, real person, totally not a mannequin wearing glasses, has managed to do absolutely nothing. Fantastic. And wow, you know what? I think we actually need even more Terry the Trains. Yeah, we're on Terry the Train number 6 here, but it just doesn't really seem to be relenting. There's just endless quantities of passengers. You know, instead of Sanningville, we need to rename this place because, I mean, it is the headquarters of our home company. Well, this is, of course, going to be America. The entirety of America. And the sole reason why is because this is our headquarters. We've dropped down a little base. We're in a new land, and here we are basically trying to colonize it with fantastical transport opportunities. That's exactly what we're doing. But for some reason, if we keep an eye on America, apparently America, their opinion of us is appalling. Why would that be, America? What have we done? So instead, let's start funding some medium advertising campaigns. Actually, no. I'll tell you what really makes America like you. How about we simply pay you in trees? That's right. We're going to spam down a ton of trees. We're going to layer you in with trees. There we go. There's 6 grand on trees. Another 6 grand on trees. Bam. We probably spent around about 10,000 or 20,000 on trees just there, but it's going to be worth it. And the reason why is America loves trees. And so there we go. They're good. They like us now. Fantastic. America. You've gone from absolutely hating us to loving us in the space of a week solely because I placed down a ton of trees. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how it works. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to coat America in bus stations now, as we need a way of making extra monies. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The colonization process of America has begun. Admittedly, their population has dropped significantly as soon as the British have arrived, but I mean, come on, that's just how it works, really. But fantastic things are starting. We have just arrived and we are soaking up all of their lovely population and immediately depositing them into our fantastic little train stations. Yes. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are making a lot of money from this. Over the last year, how much did our trains make? Our trains made £344,000. That's glorious. We're going to actually pay off all of our loan, but it could be better. It could be much, much, much better. And so how are we going to take it from making 168,000 a year to making a ridiculous amount of money, a unlimited amount of money, just out of thin air? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing in this game is we're going to be doing effectively a duplication of sorts and tricking the game's systems into duplicating money out of thin air. It works fantastically, it's glorious, and so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are in a perfect situation where we are just set up, we're going to be making money, it's going to be nice and constant. Admittedly, the dummy company at the moment, they're sadly not doing anything, they're doing absolutely terribly. Why is it that we even need a dummy company? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's because there is a fantastic system in this game called shares. Now, as you can see, we can buy 25% shares in this company of dummy account transport. However, the company itself needs to be around about 6 years old, I do believe, meaning we're going to have to wait till 1975. Buying shares in a company is quite strange. It's very easily manipulated and it's going to go massively awry, which is why we're going to be having a lot of fun today, ladies and gentlemen. You know what, I kind of find it quite interesting that Karen Custody, the lady who you think would want to speak to the manager, is in fact the manager herself. That's fantastic. I mean, look at that. She's finally made it from just arguing and fighting with all managers to being the ultimate manager. But you know what makes an even more ultimate manager? It's a manager who owns the moon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, if you want to buy land on the moon, you can. An acre of land on the moon is only £25. And you know what? I'll buy some land on the moon. If if this video hits, I'll say 15,000 likes, I will buy land on the moon. But not for myself, of course. No. That would be too easy. Instead, we're going to buy land on the moon for Karen Custody, a human being who doesn't technically even exist. Does that interest you, Karen Custody? Oh yes, it interests you. Yes, your eyes have turned to bright blue with the power of the moon dust. And you know what, Karen? It's time to put on your serious glasses. There you go. Let's put on some serious aviators because we're going to go to the moon, Karen. God, the things I do for videos, sometimes they just get, you know, a little bit out of hand. I mean, I legally own the titles to being a sir. I am also a reverend. I also have a doctorate from the University of Australia. I mean, just the things you can find online are just absolutely wacky. I do love it. But you know what title you can't buy? Yorkshire tea. You can't buy the joy of Yorkshire tea. Except you can, ladies and gentlemen, for a limited time offer, and by limited time offer I mean it's always been available. You can buy Yorkshire tea from your local supermarket. Everyone says it's the single greatest beverage in the universe, and you know what? It is. With the land we purchase on the moon, I promise to dedicate it to Yorkshire tea, so that one day we will be the first people to grow tea on the moon. And not just any tea, Yorkshire tea. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, 100% of residents of the moon said that Yorkshire tea was their favourite tea, and also was the only thing keeping them alive. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Stick to Yorkshire tea today, the greatest tea in the entirety of the galaxy. Oh my goodness, Karen, you're going to be making millions. We're at 900,000. Karen, you're absolutely raking in the money. Look at this lovely graph. This is the operating profit graph, and as you can see, tasty profits. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are practically basically set up and ready to go for our exploit to begin. However, we have to be patient, and so we must return in a few years' time to see what Karen has done. But already, she's built a nice little wall around our brick shack that we used to have, and now we've got a little driveway. Well done, Karen. Although, Karen, come on. If it's a driveway, at least connect it to a main road. What is she doing? What is she doing? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where we have now managed to reach the year of 1977. Wow, it's absolutely fantastic. We're making an incredible amount of money. Look, we're almost at the 5 million mark. And if we take a look at our profit graph, things have never been better. But what if they could be? Oh, so much better. We're talking millions of times better. And also with hardly any effort. You see, up until this point, we've been a company which the people have relied upon, and consequently the people have given back. They pay for these fantastical journeys. Admittedly, they are just getting scammed into watching Fortnite Twitch compilations, but I mean, they're paying for this experience, so we need to give it to them. However, we have a plan here at Spiffco, so it's time for a word from the fantastic Dr. Karen Custody, manager of Spiffco, as we explain to you, our fabulous investors at home, our brand new up-and-coming new business strategy. Oh, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We are, of course, the fantastic people at Spiffco. Are you absolutely tired of running a business where eventually the customers get bored of being scammed and tricked day after day? Or maybe they just want something new, which quite simply you can't provide? Well, fear not. We here at Spiffco have discovered a brand new fantastical way of managing to generate money even when humanity has ended. That's right, we've found a way of generating money even if you were to exist in a world where money has no value. But I'll tell you what does have value. Value can simply be found in a company's value. That's why over here at Spiffco, where we are valued at £5.5 million, we are going to be generating even more with no people required whatsoever. Many people said, no, you can't do this, it's not possible, it's unethical. But we decided to go, no, it's bloody fantastic. So, how do we do it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, of course, what you want to do is step 1, you want to activate your dummy transport company. Now, thankfully, the dummy account transport company, led by Rebecca Realbody, has been doing fantastic. They've been making loss after loss every single year by running this single bus transfer system. But look, it's a real transport business, it's spending money, and it's transporting thin air from one location to another, but it's transporting, okay? And also, we can buy shares in it. Yes, this is a genuine company we can buy shares in. awesome. So let's do a quick shift click and see how much shares are worth. Okay, estimated cost of buying 25% of this company is £0. So there we go. 75% of dummy account transport is now owned by Spiffco. Of course, however, this is very much useless because if we were to sell our shares in this company, we're only going to get £0 back. So we've bought shares in a company and selling the shares will net us nothing. We need to find a way to raise the value of shares in this company so that everyone wants to buy them, and that way we'll generate money. So ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're just going to click on client list and oh, look at this. There's player Red. That's right, the red player who's Rebecca Realbody running the dummy account transport. Well, oh, what's this? Give money? What a fantastic idea. Let's just crank it up to the maximum amount we can physically give. So what you're going to do is you're going to give Rebecca Realbody here your entire account value of 5.3 million. So let's do that. Wha-bam! And suddenly we've transferred all of our money out of our company and into Rebecca Realbody's dummy account transport company. And that has managed to raise the company value from £1 to 5.3 million in the space of a day. Yes. And what you can now do is you can sell those shares. What's that? Estimated income? 1.3 million? But we bought these shares for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so we'll sell our shares in the company. And now we have 4 million and Rebecca Realbody has 5.3 million. How do we get our money back? Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't mind me. I'm just going to slide in another window of OpenTTD. Ooh, where did this come from? Anyway, because we have actually expanded the company a bit, I am thinking we should probably make it look a bit more realistic. So I'm going to plonk down some extra roads here. There we go. Because we've just created a multi-million pound industry and transport company out of thin air. And the government has gone from, okay, I mean, they didn't have much money before, but apparently moving thin air from this side to this side is now extremely profitable. So there we go. Yes, we're just going to set up a nice set of bus routes for some fantastic buses to run in between. This seems great. Lovely. Lots of happy buses. Let's clone all of these vehicles. There we go. And we have to put the money somewhere, otherwise it looks suspicious. So there we go. 13 perfectly legitimate buses moving air from this side to this side. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, it is glorious, isn't it? You know what? Let's get some more. Let's get some more buses. There we go. Fantastic. Look, it looks like an actual transport company is doing things over here now. Isn't that just glorious to watch? I mean, yes, it's just a bunch of red buses breaking down every 5 seconds, but trust me, it's a realistic transport company. But now we need to get our money back. So what we're going to do, go back to the client list, find your original company and give them all of your money again. Well, bam, there we go. Fantastic. And now we want to get rid of this transport company and wham, we're back with our fantastic main company, which is of course Spiffco. Now Spiffco has shot up in value from 5.5 million to now 9.8 million in company value, and also dummy account transport has gone from being worth 5 million back down to 200,000. So what you can do, we can do a shift click and we can buy shares in the company for 57,000. So you know what, yes, we're going to buy all of the shares in this company for 57,000. Perfectly fine, doesn't really set us back that much, and once again we're just going to give all of our money over to dummy account transport. Bam, there goes our 9 million. Then we switch back over to them, and now if we look at their company, we can see that it's gone up in value. Their company is now worth 9 million. So how much is selling 25% of the company? Oh, it's 2.3 million. So we're just going to sell it all back, and we're bam, that's 7 million we've now made. So then we switch over to the perspective of our dummy account transport, and then we simply transfer almost all of the money back into our main account. Perfect. There we go. Absolutely glorious. So on our main account now, we have 15 million, where moments ago we only had 5 million, and we're effectively making money out of thin air because we're not transporting extra people. We are simply manipulating the stocks and shares system for massive profit. I mean, just look at the company value graph that we've managed to create. It's an absolute mess. The fact that Red has gone from being absolutely worthless to then, whoop, it's worth more than everything else. Oh, it's fantastic. And then we can see, look, here's our incomes throughout the entirety of the year. So our trains gained us this year 1.2 million, very good. But then income from other, what's this? 9.3 million? Where's this other income coming from? Well, ladies and gentlemen, shares are a very wacky thing. Oh, and there we go. There's the updated company values graph. We have just yeeted into the sky. Well done, Dr. Karen Custody, legendary manager of Spiffco. But you know what? What do we do with all of this money? Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you're given all of this money, it's only fair that you just go a little bit mad, isn't it? Just a little bit. We need more buses. Oh, I love you, Red Company, but I'm afraid we need more buses. Oh, it begins, ladies and gentlemen. It begins the great bus expedition. Oh my goodness.
Sartberg has never seen this many buses. I mean, to be fair, it's still never going to see them because Sartberg, the actual village, is located over here, and meanwhile its buses are all located over here. Hang on a second, you're actually loading something up. There's nothing to load. What are you doing, bus? Oh, wow, there's a lot of buses now. But what do you do when you have this many buses? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do something to the buses, I'm afraid. That's why we're going to need to switch over to Spiffco, as we're now going to start doing some very strange things. Now, of course, when you do commit to some kind of massive company fraud on this kind of level, the best thing you can do is to sweep it completely under the rug in some kind of tragic accident, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to electrified trains. They're absolutely fantastic, as you can see. So we're just going to build some train tracks, coincidentally through the bus lanes. So sorry, buses. Oh, I'm so sorry. So there we go. We now have an electrified train route, and now all we need is a train which is nice and fast and can go on this route, which is why we have the SH40, a fantastic little train whose entire job is going to be to loop from one end to the other. There we go. Right, train 14, go. Oh no, what a tragic accident. The buses! Oh no! Oh no, the buses are in the way. Oh, what a tragic accident. Oh no. Driver dies in fireball collision with train. Mortifying. Some devastating news today coming out of Starport. Who could have seen such a tragic accident occurring? It's devastating. No, don't cross. Oh my. Oh goodness, you chose the wrong time to cross. Oh no. But it does prove that the company really existed, because these are real company level tragedies which are happening on a daily basis. And that's how you know it's a genuine, real transport company. Luckily, however, we have managed to create the full loop. So we're just going to watch as our train does a full loop. Oh, you should have got out of the way. Should have reversed that one, I'm afraid. Oh yes, just spin on round, train. Just spin on round. You know what, let's get another one going. Wham. This seems good fun. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? I've created a full kind of like donut ring of just high-speed trains going around in a loop, just obliterating small little buses. Oh goodness, this is kind of quite entertaining. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, the little red buses. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you are ever riding a bus from the Dummy Transport Co., make sure to be careful when boarding. And also, if you ever board a bus by Spiffco, make sure to double check that the location you're apparently promised you're heading to does actually really exist. Anyway, you know what, I've been the Spiffing Brit today, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Open TTD, an absolutely wacky game, but it is fantastically glorious. I absolutely adore this game. It's fantastic, it's lovely, and my goodness, I strongly urge all of you to go play it. It is bloody fantastic. Anyway, as always, if you've enjoyed the video today, ladies and gentlemen, then hey, feel free to give it a like. It really does mean the world to me. And also, hey, if you're new here, make sure to wave and say hello. I'd absolutely love to get to know you, and welcome to the community. An absolutely lovely group of people who just generally like drinking tea and being quite spiffing and polite to each other, if you know what I mean. And hey, also, for all of you interested members of the community, we've managed to now create the first line of perfectly balanced merchandise. That's right, we have our own t-shirt line now, thanks to the YORKSHIRE and their fantastical artist Barry Harry, who sat down and created this gorgeous piece of art. It is absolutely majestic, and I'm sure that hopefully by wearing it, it will provide some perfect balance to your life. Anyway, nonetheless, I've been the Spiffing Brit. Thank you as always for watching, and a huge thank you to all of our fantastic patrons who make these lovably and fabulously silly videos possible. Each and every one of you are amazing. All of you listed on screen, you're extra amazing, and just anyone doing anything to help and support the channel, hats off to you. You are glorious and fantastic people. Anyway, if you're wondering what video you'd like to watch next, then look no further than this one on screen now. Trust me, I've handpicked a nice retro game for you to enjoy. This is as glorious and retro as it possibly can get, but you know what, if you have a glorious retro game from your childhood which you have fond memories of and you'd like to see me break, or hey, maybe you know an old exploit of your own, then hey, feel free to email me about it, and I'm sure we can see if we can make it into a video. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see all of you in the next one. Have an absolutely lovely day, and goodbye for now.